Shit. So you go home, you're on that, or after the gig, you're on that kind of that power high. What was your? When did you first decide to try to record? What was that kind of like?
Oh man, it's like so long ago. But like I had like some weird talk with my parents. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna. If you hear some like screaming or like someone dying, it's probably just me, and I'm fine. Don't worry. Um, and yeah, it was weird. It was a. I still don't even really like recording in front of people, just because that like with being like a screamo artist, you're exerting yourself so much more that it's not like I'm just talking like this and I can just talk like it's nothing. Like
Yeah.
I could voice crack, I could do all this shit, and like I'm actually past the point. I can record in front of people now. It's just I prefer not to. But for my whole career, it's been a massive like issue. Like and also just because in London, it's not like out here where most places are kind of like detached or you have your own house and no one's really gonna hear you. But
Yeah.
like out in fucking London, you're blocked in by all directions. Front back. You could be in the middle of a fucking block. Where I'm living in London now, we've got this like like just our neighbors are so nice. They let us do whatever we want. They're great people, and I just don't want to like have them watching TV and then just hear like yeah come and do the fucking like through the fucking wall or some shit. Like I don't want. I like to just like. I'm actually like just a really nice person. I don't want to like piss anyone off. I just want everyone to be happy. So I'm just like, yeah. So I go and record in a studio now when I need to record, or I go back to my hometown in Oxford where my parents are fortunate to have a detached house and shit, so I can just record there, which I'm gonna do. I think when I get back to the UK, I'm just gonna spend a long time just making music and just getting because what I've done up until now is I've never scrapped any music. Every song I've ever made has then been put out the next month.
Yeah.
And I've been doing that for like 3 years now, and it hurts. I've like because like I said, I'm learning on the job, so there's my speed is not actually what other rappers might be. I feel. And like, that's what I'm saying.
I feel like everybody's different too, though.
Oh yeah, I mean everyone's different. Everyone's got their process. Like I might be more meticulous with it. I enjoy like doing a bit of the song and just playing it over and over and over and over again. Just because I've had so much fun making it. I'm happy with how it's done. I just want to keep listening to it, and I'll just tweak that one section for ages and then forget I've got to do the rest of the song. So yeah. But after seeing Darky, Biv, all that shit make their music and their process, I've realized I can just kind of like throw shit together and just it might just sound fine. Rather than going all meticulous with it. Like I can just throw this shit together and then just do all of it, and I might get done quicker. So I'm gonna make loads of music now. So that's that.
Well, you kind of like you're gonna go back and of course make a lot more music because you had a whole life experience over here. Like
Crazy.
I kind of feel like the experiences you have in life, affects the way your music sounds.
100%.
You gotta have those experiences to get new ideas and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's half the problem that I've had because this is the shit that Darky was telling me is like you gotta just go out and fucking live a bit and make a bit of music when you feel like making music. Like for me, I'm in a situation where I'm so regimental with it where it's like I have to have shit ready for the next month. I'm always in this like cycle of like okay, this is like becoming work, whereas I should just be able to make a song and scrap it, and it'd be nice if I just had like 10 scrap songs.
Yeah.
That never get released ever because it would be nice to have that selection and be able to say, oh, these are the better songs out of my collection. I'd never had that, and it would be nice to have that after this.
So you told your parents you about to start recording and shit in the house.
Yeah.
Did you already have recording equipment, or did you go out? And invest?
I had a job, so I had some money saved up, bought a mic, and I've always had like a computer on me, so because I've just been a fucking nerd my whole life. So yeah, so I bought a mic, and it was the Rode NT USB, craziest mic ever for starting out, and just went from there. It just literally just went from there. I was quite lucky that that mic was like quite compressed as it is, so I didn't really need to learn mixing that hard. But at the same time, like I'd been practicing because I didn't have any like producer friends or anything, so I produced the whole first album. So I'd already learned how to use the program by doing that, and then I actually started by just making beats, and then I just kind of was like, oh yeah, I could put vocals on it, so I put vocals on it, and yeah, it was weird. Like my parents were kind of like iffy about it at the start.
Yeah.
My mum more so supportive about it, and then kind of just it went to like it started getting bigger, and my mum was like, oh, we kind of see something happening. So
When did you kind of notice it start to get bigger?
Well, it was the thing is, it was on that first album. It was like, there's no way someone just drops an album. Like I hadn't released anything. I dropped one song and then an album.
When you started recording,
that album's trash, by the way, and I'm
right
deleting
away.
it.
You dropped the music right away. You didn't record music, hold it, and then start to.
No, I literally just
started dropping.
Yeah,
everything
I literally just straight up made the whole thing, dropped it, and it got, like I said, it just got, I can't remember how many streams it got, but it just got way more streams than it felt like it should have. It felt like there was some kind of spark there. My Instagram started doing like better, and it was just like.
What do you think kind of did that? Were you sending the music to your friends? Were you sharing it anywhere? Did anybody in particular share it?
No, I think it was genuinely probably just from the fact that like I had pictures with me and Scar on my feed. People were kind of into, like, I was doing like techwear shit, and I think they did like a lot. The scene kind of liked that at the time, and then they found out I was doing music. I guess it was just like a sequence of events where it was just like, oh, this interesting person who hung out with Scar, and then started dressing all techweary and shit, and then started making music, and that was kind of where it ended up. So yeah, I mean, I do admit, like, at the start it was like I was like a huge Scar fan, and I admit I was like mad inspired by him and stuff, and the huge come up issue was like, oh, everyone calling me a Scar clone and shit, and that was that's good, because I've now like overcome that. I'm not like, no one can fucking call me a Scar clone anymore. Like, there's so much diversity going on in the trap metal scene. I've diversified myself. If you actually ever looked at it, it was never actually the music that sounded like Scar. None of my music actually sounds like Scar at all. It was just the outfits and shit. So like, fix that. That's all good.
Over here and shit, we're like mimicking British people. Like, we'll do like fucking fake British accents and shit.
Okay.
It sounds like trash. That sounds nothing like you guys, right?
Okay.
Do you guys do American accents over there?
Like,
can you do an American accent?
I mean, no, I probably can't. I'm probably really shit. But I, like, whenever I'm doing like a funny voice or some shit, for me in my head that it's always like an American voice.
Yeah.
Probably because just cartoons and shit. But I don't know. Like,
I was just genuinely curious.
I don't know. Sometimes I walk around, I'll be like, mother trucker or some shit. I don't know. I don't know.
God damn.
I don't fucking know. A lot of people in the UK take the piss out of hillbillies, like, I fuck my sister and shit. And
that's people in Florida.
Kentucky or something. I don't fucking know.
I goddamn smashed my cousin.
Goddamn.
Goddamn got little Susie pregnant.
Son of a biscuit.
Alright, going back. Anything you want to add?
Anything I want to add? Fucking subscribe to Kult Classic, motherfuckers.
Yeah, man. Where did the name Bad Lad come from?
Oh god, I mean, I've always had like bad in my name since I started. I had a channel called Bad Arts, which did artwork and intros and shit. And then I was like, yeah, fuck it, Bad Lad, because it's kind of like UK-ish.
Yeah.
And people still don't understand the V's A's. I'm just gonna have to deal with that for the rest of my life. Cool with that.
Yeah.
It's alright. People are stupid.
Cool.
I
I tried to explain that to a girl the other day. I'm like, it's just.
People call me Boulevard. People call me Bodlod. A lot of the Russians call me Bidlo, because for some reason that translates or some shit. I think it means like Russians comments. But yeah, I think it means some shit like asshole or something. I don't know. It's some shit like that. Or like fucking idiot or something. I don't know. It's some shit like that.
I'd say, we'll wrap it up.
Okay.
We'll definitely have to get another one in whenever the fuck you come back to the United States.
For sure. I'm back this year, so let's do
Word.
it.
Every time you come back over here, we definitely got to take advantage of it, because shit, I don't know when the fuck I'm going over there.
In America, watch the fuck out. I'm coming. I'm coming.